Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. How's it going? Just wanted to drop in, wanted to chat about something super important. And it is a little bit more in the Australian context. I want to talk about ESG in the Australian context because we're a little bit late to the game. And I guess, yeah, it's just really relevant to kind of highlight that time is now, right? So really what I want to talk about is ESG in the Australian market and how really it's undeniable that we cannot put this off for any longer. And that, despite scientists saying this for so long that we need to think about climate change and the impacts on the environment and therefore take careful and aligned action and stop, greenwashing and all of this other stuff that we try to do to avoid taking real action. Well, despite ignoring all of that, now it is becoming even more important to embrace ESG because businesses are not just doing it because of it being the right thing to do or to look after the environment, but they realize that it's impacting people on an individual level, and that's people within their business, people who buy from their business or interact with their business. And of course, there is also so much pressure from just these global and very integrated supply chains that are expecting organizations to be on top of their game in that ESG space. So what is ESG? Why is it so important? Well, ESG is, if you don't know, it's environmental social governance. And it is a concept of taking what we say we're going to do, which is, committing to climate change and taking aligned action, and not just climate change from an environmental perspective, but also from a social perspective, and taking that into a clear governance structure that helps businesses make better decisions so that not only do they take internal action around their operations and the way they interact with their people and their employees, but that they also invest in the right programs and projects that support environmental protection and social systems, well, community projects and things like that protect our social systems that we are hoping to help thrive. So that's why ESG is so important. And greenwashing is a huge concern for many people. And this is why ESG comes into play, because when done correctly, and when I say done correctly, I don't just mean a consultant comes in and builds you an ESG framework and roadmap, but there's also a regular and external independent auditing process. That way, you're not only creating the roadmap, but you're also then reporting against a globally acceptable framework like GRI or SAS or GRASB, any of these, globally well recognized frameworks that are in place. So we're independently reporting on this ESG framework, and it's not just the business is saying, hey, we're doing the right thing, believe us, and leave so much room for them to fib a little bit. So hey, Dr. Manikam, welcome, and Sushant, sorry. Thank you so much for being here. And, if you guys have any questions, of course, let me know, because I can see a few of you are on LinkedIn. But yeah, this is my thoughts on ESG. And I just wanted to highlight that it is extremely important that organizations start reaching out to consultants who can support them in this space, because there was a bit of research done recently. Actually, there's a bunch of research done recently on this, and most directors and corporate leaders know that this is important. Close to 70% of them plus know that this is really important and they want to take action, but a lot of them are just unsure how. And so it's ever more important now than before for them to reach out to those who know just that little bit more than them about this space and can support them on this journey, and can ensure that they are not only staying competitive in their markets and that they're staying connected to their people, but that they're also building in resilience, because ESG helps you do that. It helps you build in resilience into your operations and lowers your risk profile. So, and there's so much more to it. There's wins all around in the end. So if you're unsure about what to do next, this is a space that you want to explore, reach out. I'm always happy to have a chat. I love talking about this, and I think it's super important. So yeah, feel free to reach out. We'd love to have a chat with you. Otherwise, if you have any questions, also drop them below, and feel free to connect anytime. Always open for a conversation. So have an amazing day. Hope you guys are doing really well, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.